EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike's 5-4. Squeeze, double. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Foles. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
65.
Now a first carry for Giovani Bernard. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And 5.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw we'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes Abdullah on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go. Watch twist.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Cook, the ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson to target. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
first down,
you're able to hit a
Minnesota.
receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
27 yards there, a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Complete to
That's
Dalvin
over 40
Cook.
yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the
down.
ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass complete to
Adam
number 19.
Thielen.
Adam
His
Thielen.
6th touchdown of the season.
Minnesota.
And the Vikings are an extra
Gabe
point
Bailey
away
lining
from
up for the
tying this
point
thing
after.
up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because
That
ordinarily
ties the
the
game
safeties
at
are back
7.
there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked for something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Complete to
That first down
Patterson.
completion only netted him 3.
A 3-yard
2nd
pickup.
and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Here's
40-yard
Foles
line.
throwing complete to Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll just plow right into a host of
Giovanni
tacklers.
Bernard, the ball
Nothing there at
carrier.
all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right at the line
And
of
the big fella
scrimmage.
stuffed that one up
No
in a
gain on
big
the play.
way. I
Brings
think
up
doubling
2nd
him
and
has to be a
10.
priority because you
At the
can't move up to the
50-yard
next
line.
level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second and 10. Foles. Yeah, that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Cook, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Hey, watch the lane. We're going. Let's go. 58, come on. Oh, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Foles on target with that one to Graham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First and 10.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Number 32.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, watch this. Watch it go.
On second down now, Bernard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up
an extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Foles escaping the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Minnesota.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing,
17.
maybe more.
Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And 2.
Mike, check. Watch 54.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will be from 56 yards out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play there. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass complete.
Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Bears that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, is a Mike. Go 58. Wide. Exit. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Cousins to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get it down to the 47
Cousins
here.
pass.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And the Vikings first down.
58's the Mike. He's scared. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cousins pass.
Adam Thielen, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Green with a catch left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 45-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Number 32, David Montgomery.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Mike 54. Tackles.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Foles
A
pass.
lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Turnover on down.
So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First
so
down,
the field
Minnesota.
flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Cook.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now at Soldier Field.
31.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Strip that ball. 58, right over there, yeah.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but
and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
Dalvin Cook,
Touchdown,
his 14th
Minnesota.
touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this
Dan
one out of
Bailey
reach.
lining up for the point
So
after.
another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense,
kick is
special
good.
teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one,
the
hasn't it?
score.
it certainly
Vikings,
has. They've been pretty
38.
dominant throughout
Bears,
this
7.
game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard
The Bears
line.
offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
That's good.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Miller.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Move.
Here's Foles. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
A good pickup there at 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Switch up, switch up. Great. He's coming.
Here's Bernard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Is good.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass.
Justin Jefferson. 81 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoot. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on second and 10. Foles. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. Third and long after the sack. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson.
Draw play to the
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That's good.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Foles pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our